Well, it's that time again. Time to get started on working on that 99 Jeep Cherokee known as Crusty. Well, we're on day 17, part 17. So Crusty isn't as crusty as what it used to be, but I think it's going to be hard to get rid of the nickname Crusty. I think that's what it's going to be known forever. So, ready to start my evening on this project. But before I do that, I need to go grab a couple of pears so I can take those out to the garage. Oh, we got some cat action there. Flying through there. We got kittens. I don't know where they're going, but heading out to the pear tree. Only a couple of pears left on there. Gonna have to wait for next year to get a few more. So what we've got is, they're not very big. Like I said, it took frickin' 20 years for this tree to decide to start giving pears. I think it's supposed to have another pear tree. That's why it never had there. Got a couple apple trees. Those damn things didn't give one frickin' apple this year. Don't know what happened to that tree or that tree. Well, we'll try again for next year. So, off to the garage to go get some, get going on that deal. And I hope that wind isn't causing problems with the sound on here. We're gonna see what happens. Last go around I took and tied a rag around the camera here so it wouldn't have wind noise. I think I need to get one of those fuzzy things to put on here, or a mic or something. So, and we've got the Peterbilt back. I got that loaded up with some supplies. I got to do some work on that yet this week before we go on a trip. Gotta get the rear view camera hooked up on there, and I think that's gonna be ready to go and loaded up with a few more things. And get into the garage here and start in on that project going. Oh, there again, that wind is going again, so bear with me if you're going to be a little noisy here. Time to get the glasses off and get inside here. So, get some lights going. Got some lights. Get some more lights. There's Crusty. Still in the same place. I've been working for 2.5 weeks on this project, and I'm gonna have about a week's worth of cleaning, I think. So get the garage opened up. Oop. And ready to get started. So we left off yesterday when I had the exhaust system all done and put on here, and I said I never got to go back underneath there again. Well, after I started it up, it's just a little noisier than what I like, because all it's got underneath there is that one muffler, which I thought would be a little quieter than what it is. So I got room to put another muffler of some kind back there. So muffler is not done, and I will be crawling back underneath there next week. I will start it up so you can listen to it go, but right now it sort of sounds like the I got a 6-cylinder 180 Alice Chalmer. Yeah, Crusty sounds about the same as that, because this 6-cylinder and that 6-cylinder make about the same noise, and I don't want that. So anyways, that's on the list. But what the big thing is on the list today is I am going to start on derusting Crusty here, putting the new rockers in there and tackling some of this. I did have some armor ordered for the quarters with rails and drips on there. I ordered it on August 3rd from Affordable Off-Road couple of weeks ago, and I can't get a hold of anybody down there, so I'm just going to have to cancel the credit card. I tried calling the phone numbers, the email, nobody will get back to me. So I did find something else. I am going to put some rough country side armor on there, and then I'm going to have to build some flares to go around there to fill that in. So anyways, let's get this evening started. Well, here's what I came up with for working on the running boards without, or rockers, or I'm not sure what the technical terminology is for that piece, but anyways, I'm not crawling around on that floor anymore. I had enough years of crawling on the floor, so I'm going to set this down and block it up on a set of horses in the front and on the back, and a set of horses in the front here, and sort of see how this sits. And then I can swing these arms out of the way and I can work at a pretty good height. It'll be a tight corner in here, but it's still going to be better than crawling around on the floor. So let's set this down and see if anything bad happens. I think we should be okay. Everything looks good under there. Everything's sitting there. There we go. So far nothing bad is happening. It's coming down. Well, this is the first time in several weeks that Crusty has stood on its own, sort of. Still don't have wheels on there. Well, let me get you in here and start the process of cutting this bottoms out in here. I can just swing these arms out of the way and I can work on the sides there. So here's what we got going. Well, it's on the horses. Nothing moved or crashed. Moved the arms out of the way. I can still get in here and work. So let me show you what the game plan is here. I've got to cut this bottom off. So what I'm going to do is take a cutting disc and I'm going to cut it right along this edge, right just below that seam, all the way down the entire length, and then replace that. There's going to be a piece of tubing. I got a piece of 2x6 tubing that's going to go here and underneath, and I'll get all this cleaned up and get that set in there. But first of all, I need to get this cut off without getting the interior all full. So I'm going to shut the doors while I do it, while I make that cut. And then I'm going to have to block or tape this off if I've got to do any grinding in here. So yeah, I was just opening the doors up, doing a little bit of cleaning in here. Distributor cap, I see there's a new one on there. Somebody likes whatever these are, cigarettes. I think that can go in the garbage. And then I scored some tomato sauce until I looked at the expiration date on the bottom. It expires 11/17 of 2020. So I thought I'd get some money back out of this deal here. There's 4 of them in there, but I think those are going to have to go in the junk along with a few other items here. So, oh, the bag is even falling apart. So, no tomato sauce. Well, I will start cutting on here, and I'll get you guys set up so you can see me make a mess and cut this up. So, hang with me. Well, that's a good start. We got that whole thing cleaned or cut out of there. Now I'll get that all cleaned, get rid of some of that, the rust areas. I'm going to cut that completely out of there and get the tube set in there. And this is all cut nice right here, so that new tube, I'll clean this up and I'll just weld that right along here. So it's coming along. And it only took about 3 minutes and we got her all set. Well, I've got some POR 15 brushed on the bottom there. And I got one hole I got to deal with in the back here, but otherwise that whole front is just as pretty solid on there. I'm pretty happy with that. So other than dealing with this back corner here, I think I'm doing good. Also I got needle to hoe insides, and I got those all POR 15 on there. Yeah, that stuff stinks a little bit. I gotta let that cure out. It's a pretty good product, but it's getting a little pricey. It's $67 for that little quart of that product, but it's supposed to be the best for getting right down and sticking to that frame and that rust on there. So next step is get the tube in there. I did notch out, there's a seat buckle bolt that's going to crash right there, so I notched that out. And then I did make a boo-boo on here. There was a rod that was sticking out into here, and I just said, that can't be important. Well, that's the hinge for the seat here, so add that to the list. I got to fix what I just messed up here, so it's all part of the game. Well, I'll just keep going on here and see if I can get that running board tacked on there, a rocker board or whatever we want to call that. Well, this is as far as I'm going to get on working on the Jeep tonight. I got the running boards prepped, the rockers ready to go in. I've got everything POR 15. That thing's it's gonna take a little while for it to dry, and we'll let that sit until tomorrow morning. It's Saturday morning tomorrow, so I'm gonna have more of a day to work on it. So that's it for this. Next mission, I got to get this old Shear up and running. I've got some new blades buried down in here. I've got to get those pulled out, got to get them settled, get all the rest of the shrouding on here, because I'm going to need the shear and the handbrake for spinning up some Galvanneal tomorrow for the doors in the back quarter there. So, well, thank you for sticking around. We will catch you on the next one. That will be tomorrow, Saturday. Thank you. I was done, didn't you? Couldn't walk away from the shear. Had to see if I can get that running, so tomorrow I can trust it for working on old Crusty there. So got the blades put in it, and it works and goes up and down. Now I could say good night and see you guys tomorrow. It works. Now I just got to put everything back together. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.